Well, first of all, I think a lot of people think forecasting is a black art. It's either a black art or what number does my manager want me to tell him. But forecasting really is a disciplined process. There are methods to improve the accuracy of your forecast, and I think there are a couple of cornerstones to it. One, the cornerstone to a really high integrity, accurate forecast is a high integrity pipeline. If you don't have a pipeline that has very high integrity, that has very high accuracy to it, your forecasts are all just going to be wild guesses. And also, so the cornerstone to a strong forecasting process is high integrity pipeline and funnel. The second piece to that is, I think, some sets of ground rules that the organization establishes is where in the sales process is this forecastable and what levels of accuracy are we expecting of the forecast. And those need to be, I think, appropriate for what the salesperson what knowledge the salesperson really has. So, we see all sorts of variations for this. For instance, I'm working with a semiconductor manufacturer, and they're trying to figure out their build plan for new semiconductor devices, and so they want forecasts, but these are very, very long-term commitments. And actually, the salesperson isn't very deeply involved in that, and we develop a lot of those forecasts based on talks with procurement, talks with marketing, and using deep analytics. So we have to have a set of ground rules based on the kind of product lines we have of what is the proper forecasting methodology, what's the proper outlook, how accurate do we need to be in terms of timing, and how accurate do we need to be in terms of actual accuracy in terms of amount or specific parts and so on. I think there's another aspect of forecasting, and it's kind of tied to this example I gave, is that we can leverage the power of analytics quite heavily to start looking at complementing our forecasts. So if, for instance, we have something where we have a run rate or, say, a subscription, so we might look at, say, we're in the telecom business and we're selling a certain amount of utilization, whether it's data utilization, voice utilization, or something else, and we can start doing deep analytics on past patterns and use that forecast to complement the forecast that the salesperson gives. If we have something that's more, say, a discrete solution, say a custom systems integration type thing, then the power of the analytics, the power of the data may be a little bit weaker. But in every case that I've found is that by taking a high integrity pipeline, having the right ground rules for what forecasting looks like, and then footing that with data analytics, you can really start improving the accuracy of your forecasting quite a bit. One of the things I'd like to point you to is OpenView has come up with a new ebook on putting method behind forecasting. They have some really sound ideas there, so I'd encourage you to download that and read it. I'm Dave Brock, President and CEO of Partners in Excellence.